Okay, give me one momento to see to make sure that I am actually coming through all right in terms of audio. Give me one moment. Okay, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can't actually tell if it's coming through or not. Never mind, I just heard myself on my other computer, so that's definitely coming through. Now to test to see if the chill lo-fi beats are going to come through. Give me one moment. You might hear a little bit of feedback, but that's okay. Okay, testing. Okay, I'm gonna just lower that a little bit so it's on in the background. And I think that's fine. Just adjust a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it's taking me a hot minute to really just kind of figure out exactly what I'm doing with my audio settings, but I think we're good now. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we're good. This is good. This is Gucci. Yeah. Give me one sec to make sure that my faithful companion, the Key Cat, is all good for stream. And I think she is. Yeah? It's a good kitty cat. Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah, you're a good kitty cat. All right. Oh, and I do apologize for the ads. I'm using lo-fi music free on YouTube, by the way. It is specifically just Ghibli coffee shop music to put you in a better mood. Lo-fi coffee. A lot of words there, but a lot of buzzwords. A lot of buzzwords. Yeah, but anyway, welcome back, folks. It's been a minute. I do apologize for that. Specifically, it's been a minute since I've actually got back to doing some art streams. Um, our last one ended kind of abruptly. Honestly, I think something happened to crash my computer with that one, and that was unfortunate because it deleted all my progress on this one. So that was really unfortunate. But we're back now, and we're gonna make up for a little bit of lost time. We're going to make up for a little bit of lost time. Today I plan on redoing this, start work on this one, this little hippopotamus, and maybe get to Teddy Ursa. Kind of depends because I don't know if I like the default pixel for Teddy Ursa. Plus, I don't know how long this one and this one will take to redo. So, quick little recap of what exactly it is we're doing. Essentially, of the many things that I do as side projects, I run TTRPGs, and in the future, I plan to run a Pokemon based TTRPG. I'm doing one right now, but I have plans to do another in the future that requires me to remake. Or I should say, it shouldn't. I shouldn't say requires. I want to do it. It's I want to make new variants of Pokemon for that game specifically, and the best way to do it is to make it in pixel. So, yeah, I have a lofty goal of trying to get to like 200 to 250, but that's gonna be fine. It's a good goal to set out. Good goal to strive forward. So today I'm gonna hopefully finish up the Glameow, and then I will finish up Hippopotas, whatever, and maybe I'll go have enough time to do this guy. We'll see how things. We'll see how things kind of turn out. But yeah, let's get started. So I have my original layer where the Glameow is on. Um, and obviously, if we make any little slight adjustments to our new layer, like we put a little bit there, can go away like that. For a little bit of context, what we're going to do with this one specifically, and hang on, I need to mess around with my audio again because I can't hear myself really. There you go. I can hear myself better now. In any case, essentially what we're going to do is going to recolor this one a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of a redesign if we can get it in, because the tails is a little bit funky. But I want to give it a darker coloring. I want to give Glameow a bit of a tint, of purple and some pink, because the new interpretation is going to be it's more poison dark type. I've had a fascination with poison types recently, and I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like they deserve more love as Pokemon. So I think last time I tried to lean into a kind of a more of a purple color, but this time honestly I'm gonna start off with black and kind of like go from there. Just flat out swap out all of this for black and see how it goes from there. Gonna make some of the accents different shades of like darker colors as well, and just really kind of go from there. Yeah, there we go. I think we'll start to look more like a traditional cat with that kind of like color scheme. Yeah, okay. kind of digging it. And we just compare it to, yeah. Let's try this. Yeah, let's try this out. Okay. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Wait a minute. What if we do a lighter color instead of darker? Let's try that. You can always go back and, of course, make some changes. Right now, it's just getting a feel for what works and what doesn't. I kind of like that. This art stream brought to you by Kroger, apparently. No, it actually isn't, but I mean, if anyone wants to sponsor this, my DMs are open. I don't. How do I feel about that? Let's just. Oh, it's because I locked it. That's why. Yeah, I mean, kind of like that. It's more of a gentle color, I think. It's more of a gentle purple color, and it was already established on this Pokemon. Now, what if we make it a little bit brighter, and then we just apply it here. Okay, I like it that. I like it that a lot. Because then it makes it stand out, so it's not just all the same suave of color. Just put that there. Okay. Yeah, that's solid. I like that. I think that's a good start. And then let's go ahead, kind of carry that color over to the main body as well, so we start to see more of a whole picture of that color. Now my hope is to get more and more complicated with this stuff over time, really add on some stuff. I mean, really it's just been adding colors and a couple of different small things here or there, which isn't bad, but you know, you want to get better at it. You want to get better at it over time. In that case, there we go. That there. So, okay, so what if I put I add this here. And then I'm going to change the color up here to something brighter, I think. Yeah, I think that's how that's going to work out for us. And this was... Right now, what if we just did this? It's the same color as the little accents on the ears. No. Okay, I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. Now let's move on to coloring the tail. Yeah, let's take this pattern that we're rolling with, and again, to clarify, this is for a tabletop RPG game that I want to run. The system is already established. I'm just going to homebrew a few rules, etc. This is not going to go into an actual Pokemon video game or anything of the sorts. So, no, I am not that sophisticated, at least not at the moment. I have some ideas for what I want to do with the tail, but for now, just going to do that. Kind of want to keep some aspects of the gray. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. I like that. I guess at the end of the day, it's more so I want to make sure that the players enjoy it, of course. Right now, there's a group of people I have in mind that I may ask once all this work is done if they want to play this game. Because I'm already running a Pokemon RPG with these people, and I'm having a lot of fun with them. Sometimes I worry that I'm not giving them the best experience that I could offer, but I'm trying. And I think if they like it, then once all this other stuff is ready, maybe they want to continue on. You know, play a different, play a different setting, a different story that wants to be told. Encounter new variations of Pokemon with new exciting moves and whatnot. There's an off chance that it might be with a different group of people, though, and that's fine. Heck, maybe I'll play with multiple groups of people. And that's fine. More the merrier. I can't remember exactly the kind of like purple shade we used last time when we tried to make Glameow. But I'm liking this. I think this is nice. I mean, Poison's already kind of like in that default purple pink range. But there's nothing wrong with that. No, it's the tail that's going to be the hardest part, specifically this puffball here. I have some ideas in mind for what I want to try there. There we go. I think that looks cute. It looks adorable. I kind of want to keep the whites the same, the white of the ears. The eyes, though, I think maybe we should recolor the eyes a little bit. I think, yeah, that might be the play here. This cotton fluff on the tail, I've got to completely get rid of, I think. Honestly, yeah, this thing here, because just in order to get what I need to get done. Okay, I think I've got an idea. For color, at least. No, that wouldn't work. What if we try a dark greenish color? How do you feel about that? It might be unique. I mean, lots of cats have green tinted eye colors, right? I think that's... Now, let's try this. Hang on. Besides, we've not used green in minutes. Okay. Okay, I'm digging that. I think that's good. I'm gonna change the... I'm gonna change this yellow and tan here, though. Yeah. Yeah, it has to be changed because I don't really like that with the green. It's a bit... doesn't mix well. This might... Just trying to see if I... I don't like that either, honestly. Oh, okay. That was an accident. Let's make sure I fix this. Eye color's kind of all over the place right now. Right as I get a Macy's ad for the music. Followed by a Chevy Equinox commercial. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Here, what do we... Let's try this. Oh, I kind of like that. It blends a little bit easier, I think. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I kind of like that. I think we can keep the original yellow with that, because that's... I like that. I like that a lot, actually. So... Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and lock this layer, and let's... Okay, so this is our original layer. Probably should have started by just renaming that. I was reading a thing about habits the other day, and it's like you have to like, what, do something like a dozen times minimum before it's like starts to actually become a habit. That's what this is, I think. Because I need to start remembering to actually take the time to actually just do the small stuff, you know. Do the small stuff. Like making sure I have different layers so I can go back my progress. Making sure that I title set layers. Heck, I even reminded myself the other day to make a specific folder for all this, all these guys I'm going to toss them all into. Now you're probably wondering what exactly it is I'm thinking here, because obviously tail looks beautiful regardless, right? If we change it or don't change it, but what exactly is he thinking? Well, small change, but maybe small in stature, but big change if it's half decent. I'm thinking that, of course... Oh, wait, I need to make a few fixes as well. It appears I may have accidentally erased one or two things. But as I was saying, I'm trying to think of what exactly this variant would be like. You know, like, what is the purpose behind the variation? Why is it the way it is? And I'm thinking of a mischievous sort of take on this Pokemon. I mean, it is supposed to be poison dark typing, and those are not too common. I can think of like only one off the top of my head. But, and it's Drapion. But what I'm thinking is mischievous cat Pokemon the tail is very elongated. The original version is the puffy tail. The new version, what if we say the lore is that it's developed a fake, kind of like toy-like head on the end of its tail that it uses to tease and trick other Pokemon. I think that's a solid idea. So, we kind of play around a little bit with some design shapes. Yeah, I'll play around a little bit. And just compare it to the original one at it. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of right now just trying to get a rough idea of an outline. Trying to keep over some aspects of the original tale while also trying to make it unique. Okay. What if start? Okay, here's another idea. What if we just start by making the rough shape out of pixels that we want to achieve. So kind of like a few pillars first. Okay. Let's start off with just pillars. Yeah, okay. It's gonna take a lot of finagling, I think, to really just kind of like hammer home the intended end result here. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just kind of how it has to go. See, like, cause I don't like this is not bad, but obviously needs a little bit of work. Becomes a bit more bulbous. But there might be a chart to that. Just get be a charm to it. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's shade this in so that we have a rough. I want to have like a rough idea of what it may look like completed. No, I don't like the color. I don't. If we aim for more of a, yeah, like that. It's gonna be a lot of troubleshooting here. Yeah. What if we do a different shape? If we did that. Different shape might be worth it. Yeah, okay. Let's try. Okay, I'm kind of seeing. Yeah, what if. Okay, I'm kind of seeing something else here. Now that we're doing a different shape style. Maybe make it appear more fan like. So it's still very regal. And we can still put maybe like some semblance of like a decoy face, like a smug sort of Hmm. Yeah. I don't think that's too bad an idea. Let's go ahead and just let's do. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of liking it, honestly. Okay, so it's taking a minute, but I'm starting to see the new vision, the new shape outline. I'm gonna need to get rid of like this segment here and this segment here and kind of like stretch it out a little bit, I think, for it to look natural. I'm gonna need to fill it in with a bit more color, I think. So for now, I'm just going to kind of put this here, I think. Yeah. Obviously, not like the whole thing is not going to be this color. I don't think that's a good idea. But we're going to. We're going to see, because I think I should use some of this color, but just not for the whole thing. So let's first expand some of this. Let's start by doing that. Yeah, okay. What if we do that? Hmm. Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. That there. Get rid of that. No, that's too much. Let's just keep it a little bit more neat. Yeah, that's good for now, I think. And do the same over here. And we'll just kind of adjust as we go. Kind of. Yeah. We'll round out these edges as we go, but I think this is becoming more of a. I think this is becoming more of a unique shape. So let's go ahead and. Oh yeah, I use this color over here. So yeah, let's use some more of this. I put some of that there. Put some of this here and there. I think we're experiencing an ad on Twitch. That's whatever. Or are we? Oh no, maybe it's just buffering because it's buffering on my other computer. Yeah, okay. Starting to yeah, okay. There we go. Then let's go ahead and do the same here. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get rid of that. Place it with. No, that's not the one I need. I need. Which one of these is the right one? I swear I'm like so blind half the time. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of digging this. It's not my original intention, but I'm kind of liking it. There we go. And then maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let's just fill this out real quick, and then let's go from there. I mean, it's not bad. I think I might need to spruce this up a little bit, but we're getting more of a clear idea. I kind of dig it. It's more reminiscent of a heart. I kind of dig it. Now what we could do. Copy. I'm half tempted to do something goofy, like give it a fake face on its tail. So it still falls within the sort of like toy sort of inspiration. Just wondering if it will translate that well. If I do this, it's the same color as the eyes. curious because I just don't know. Would it be better if I made it the original color of the tail? That might help. Let's see if I... Yeah, let's try that. Let's be a little bit bold. Actually, wait, no. I want to keep that pure white. So I'm just gonna... There we go. Yeah. And then... Yeah, okay, I see. No, let's, need this color. Let's go ahead, apply this here, 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 here. Okay, and then let's finish up by grabbing some of this. Okay, I think that doesn't look too bad. I think that looks kind of cute. It makes it kind of distinct. As far as lore reasons why, I mean, it could be relatively the same concept. Glameow has a tail that's been puffed up, has perhaps maybe some fancy colors to sort of lure in other Pokemon. And play terrible tricks on them. So, who knows? Maybe that's the vibe we'd go for. I think we're gonna put a pin on this. I think this is good for now. This is good for now. We're gonna move on, take a break from this. Maybe we'll come back to this in a minute. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, so original, bit of a recolor. Yeah, I can probably just get rid of. Can get rid of. I don't know if it'll let us remove that because. Yeah, so we remove that, and then we just... There. So, again, trying to shoot for more of a poison dart type inspiration. With the color scheme, the tail, my original idea was to kind of like try and make like a fake face. I don't know. It's a bit better than when we started, but I'm still not entirely sure if I'm happy with it. Like I said, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this. But let's go ahead and pop on over here. This one I'm more... I think this one might be a bit easier. So yeah, this is layer 1. Let's make a new layer. Lock that. So the idea with this one is that we're going to make a... I think on my list of Pokemon variants I wanted to make, I was thinking more ground fire type for this Pokemon line. Should be simple enough, really. Should be simple enough. Let's just go ahead and cover in. Happens. Oh, do not do that. Please. We do not need... Oh, okay, I did it again. Okay. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties on my end. Ooh, whoopsie. Whoopsie doodles. Alright, so... like I said before, I will... Once these are all done, I'll turn them into tokens for my tabletop game. For my tabletop RPG that I want to run. Again, to clarify, I'm not making my own system. Oh man, I am going to take a system that I've already played with, throw in some Pokemon variants because I thought it'd be fun. See if my players can't get a kick out of it. Make a whole new campaign. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. But in order to do that, we need to make some variants. Start off simple, just by doing some recolors and maybe adding a thing or two here or there, really. But, yeah, I want to get more complex with it, you know? I'll get better at it over time. I just need to keep practicing. Okay, that was a short ad. Thank you. That was a very short ad. Again, got some lo-fi music in the background, just to kind of relax and chill with. Let's see if we can't just kind of naturally let this recolor come to life. Thank you for tuning in, by the way. And thank you for staying with me to keep me company as I do this. Your support means the world to me. The more people that support this, the more I want to do this. I'm just a guy that likes nerdy things. Like tabletop RPGs, Pokemon, just about everything else in between. You know, I think I like Hippowdon a lot as a Pokemon. It's just a hippo, but I love him so much. I wish he had more than just like Sandstorm, because like then it's like, oh well, you have to put him in a Sand team whenever I play. But that's why we're making the variants today. We're gonna make some recoloring. We're gonna do some recoloring. I'm thinking more ground fire type, so I'm putting this like sort of ashy gray on him at first to get started. To kind of go from there. It gives us a really light color to begin with. So yeah, there you go. It's still pretty cute. It's still cute. And now to go with kind of like maybe more of a darker color. But still warm. Yeah, okay. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. This can replace this tan color, I think. Can replace it pretty good. Looks kind of, I was gonna say, looks kind of in line with what we're going so far with. Yeah, okay. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I'm more confident about this than the Glameow. Oh, dang. And as always, if you happen to like what you see here, make sure to check out my other stuff. Subscribe and all that. I'm not always the best when it comes to keeping up with my own schedule, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just get like lost in so many different side projects and your outside life with work and everything. But yeah, if you like what you see, make sure to support. Helps me. I sometimes stream Minecraft too, or at least that's what I've been doing recently. I think I've been doing it a lot more compared to like my other gaming, because I have a buddy of mine that I get to do it with, the soloist, and he's been doing streaming a lot longer than I have, and he's just an amazing friend, and he's been like a major support in trying to get me like set up to do all the things I'm doing today. So check him out too, because he's a pretty cool guy. He's the soloist, 2014. He does a lot of different gaming stuff. Pretty sure he talks about. He's got. I think he does some other stuff regarding like books and movies and whatnot. And we got future projects coming out. So if you like either of our stuff, well, hey, there's probably gonna be some more. Next color to really use here. I need to keep going into the realm of like this reddish. But yeah, check out his stuff. Even if the stuff that I offer isn't, your speed, you should check out his stuff. Maybe, yeah. You might find it pretty dope. Let's do this color here for these darker splotches. And then let's go ahead and do this here for these. Okay. we're working with a lot of different shades right now. That's good. It's all good in the neighborhood. We are exploring. And try to find maybe a brighter. Okay, yeah, I'm digging this. Also, make sure to, you know, if you have any Pokemon that you think I should try to do recolors of, or maybe try to make some variants to include in that game of mine, well, why don't you go on ahead and give me some suggestions? You know, there's so many Pokemon out there. I have quite a few on my list, but you know, it's I plan on doing so many of them, at least like 200 of them individually. So, like, getting some good suggestions will really help me out. Go ahead and skip that ad. It's so annoying. Yeah, okay. This is good. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm digging this. I feel like I've said that a lot this stream. I should put up a counter to really track how many times I've said I'm digging this. Yeah, let's take care of this here. Let's go ahead and get that colored. Let's go ahead and just get that taken care of. Just get that colored in. I think I need to, yeah, put that there. Get a little bit more color there. Then I think we need to also apply that to the nose and the eyes a bit. Oh my gosh, he has such cartoony eyes. Especially compared to like other Pokemon. Oops. Compared to like other Pokemon, such cartoony eyes. I mean, some of them have really cartoony eyes, but like him, I feel like it's just a different breed of cartoony. So we're just gonna go ahead and color this in here. Okay, there we go. It's not bad. Yeah? Now we just color this in to match it. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's we're one step closer. We're one step closer to this being something different. It starts simple enough. Gotta get a recolor in. And then we move on to see if we can't add a thing or two. Where's that? Here we go. That there. Really just kind of like make sure we don't miss any little angles. This looks like a different is this brown? This looks like brown. It's at least a different shade of brown. Alright, so let's go over here. Add all that in. Yeah, that's a yeah, these are a shade of brown. Well, no bother. Might change that up a bit. Maybe, maybe not. Kind of depends. This, however, is something else. It's going to need something more. Maybe a little bit darker. Okay. Yeah, make the edges a bit more darker so it stands out a bit. So kind of like makes it look more impactful, I think. A lot of different shades of brown. And we're going to just make primarily shades of red. I suppose the tricky part is going to be just making this. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. What I'm trying to say is the tricky part's going to be just trying to make sure that we cover all the little spots. Just all the little spots. Because if I miss a spot, it's going to look really. It's going to really stand out if I miss a spot. So just going to cover everything in consistent colors. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now, I'm curious because these are lighter. This here, this. So I need to play around with what could possibly go here. Yeah, let's I like that one. more of a pink right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. So there's... do that for those, and then just double checking consistency with my colors. We have a few more, but then we need to cover up and recolor, and then we can actually start to add some stuff. So let's see. So, which brown is this one? This is... what if we... no, wait. I got it. Okay, so... too pink. Maybe... let's try this. No, that's really bright. I don't know if I like that. It's a lot of troubleshooting until I think I have something. Yeah, okay. Like I said, just gotta even out. Okay, I think this is... yeah, okay. Feel free to weigh in at any point, chat, if you're vibing with this, or if you think I'm completely off here in some sort of fashion. Because I think I dig it. Again, I really need a counter for how many times I repeat those words. Let's go with this color. I think with at least Hippautos, it can be a little bit easier to express colors because he's so, excuse me, so simplistic. But that's a good thing, you know? It makes him independent, I suppose, is a good way to put it. Because he doesn't need to be too complicated. Just... yeah, okay. Doesn't need to be too complicated. No. We love him the way he is. Nope. Don't do that. I think I missed a spot up here. And then... just toy around. Oh yeah, okay. I think that's perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that, yeah, that's beautiful. One last little speck here though. What's this? What if, one last little speck. And there we go. Look at him. He's so adorable. He's so adorable. Oh my goodness. Probably my favorite recolor in a hot minute. Yeah. Yeah, no, look at him. He's adorable. Hmm. Um. I'm just wondering. Because obviously, I want to add a little bit of something else to it. I want to add at least maybe. It's supposed to be a fire ground type. What if we add a little bit of smoke? Potentially. Like maybe a tad bit of smoke coming out of. Hang on one second. I'm gonna skip this ad. What if I add just a bit of a smoke? Like, imagine he's so fired up. His skin is so hot that he just emits smoke. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Yeah. Let's do that. Something akin to like Torkoal. Yeah, Torkoal. Because I think last time I was on, I made a Baneri, gave one of the Baneri, ooh, can't speak. Gave the Baneri, I made one of its ears kind of fiery. And fire's kind of like the go-to for like, hey, how do we convey that this is a fire type? But what if we just did some smoke? That's simple enough, yeah? Yeah. Okay. So this. Gonna. Okay, I'm seeing it come to fruition. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then let's make like one decent sized one. My apologies. I don't mean to have gone quiet just now. Just thinking to myself. Thinking to myself is all. I think I like this. I think this is good. It's got smoke coming out of his back or coming off of his back. I think it's good. It's simple, but it's effective. And then obviously when you get to, to hit pound on and get more complex. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I think I'm going to call it there for now. Maybe we'll revisit Glammeow at another point, but for now that's okay. And I'm happy with Hippotas. I think that's good. Teddy Ursa, my friend, we'll have to get to you at other points, but for now, these two will suffice. But yeah, I think I'm going to end stream there. I think I will pick up some time this weekend to maybe do a few more of these if I can. I know in my I have to also double check my schedule because I don't know if I've updated my schedule. Originally, I was going to do this every Friday, but that kind of fell out a little bit just because I get so busy with so many other things. As I said before, one of the things I do is tabletop RPGs, and part of the goal is to turn all these little recolored variants I'm making into tokens. Glammeow, a poison dark type, and I swear I'm going to fix this tail at some point. Hippotas into a fire ground type. Oh, excuse me. Hang on, I should skip this ad for the lo-fi. And so on and so forth. Eventually I want to make them into tokens for that game. And yeah, we are getting closer. There's 2 more done than yesterday. And for context, I want to get at least 200 to 250 of those things. Which is quite a bit. But hey, if you have any suggestions for other Pokemon I could possibly make into variants, feel free to send me a suggestion or two. I mean, right now I'm just doing some recolors of some baby Pokemon, adding a few small details. But eventually I want to get more complex with it. Add a little bit more, I'm probably going to look... honestly, I'm probably going to look into doing some practice off stream. If I can get some more time for it. Honestly. Practice to make perfection. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, just feel free to shout them out. Of course, if you like my contents, feel free to, check out my other stuff. Check out the VODs that I upload to YouTube. Make sure to, follow on Twitch, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. It helps to, support me, trying to reach affiliates on Twitch, and also just trying to see, more people enjoy my content. See the games that I put out on Start Playing, and see the games that I do play on Twitch, all that jazz, Of course, I have my boyo the Soloist, 2014. He and I have been playing some Minecraft recently on Tuesdays, usually either in the morning or just more so in the evening. But, you should check him out. He's a cool dude. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. Oh, I'm sure it's alright. But yeah, that's all of that. So check out my links, check out my stuff, follow, give your support. Heck, tune in for the next one, which hopefully should be here soon. In the meantime, this has been your boy Saber99. Wishing you all a very magical evening. And make sure, friends, to always remember we have 99 problems in this world, but a good time should never be one of them. And with that being said, I'm going to head out. And I hope to see you soon. Take care.